Okay. All right, we're good. All right. I will be back. I gotta get some food. Hey guys, welcome to live. If you're in opposition, hit the request button. Tap and share, please. I'll be there in just a minute. Hang tight, hang tight, hang tight. Okay. I'm coming. All right. Well, I can do this live so long as it takes for my battery to drain. The battery slowly drains when I do these live, so it's at 30%. I don't know how long it's going to take to go to 0, but we'll see. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing, please. This one's always going to be good for YouTube. YouTube likes these kinds of lives quite a bit. All right, but if you guys can help out and tap and share, that would be helpful, please. I'll bring up the guest in just a second. Hold on here. All right, let's bring up a guest. We are looking just for opposition, please. Please, if you disagree, that's fine. That's the point of this. Just have data to back up your position.
Hello.
Hey, user, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can. How old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool. Well, what's going on?
So I just want to say that raw milk is fucking lethal, yeah? It fucking makes you grow to about 6'6", yeah? Ever since I started drinking.
I can't understand a word you're saying.
I'm from Dublin, bro. Can you not understand me?
Nah, I think you're just trolling.
I'm not trolling. I'm from Dublin.
I am not trolling. I'm from Dublin. What's up?
How we doing, brother?
Please don't have your camera on.
That's alright. I don't have to, man. We can have a nice little converse rebuttal like this, man.
Okay, I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
Yeah, man's 23, bro. How are we doing?
Okay, I'm doing pretty good. What is it that you disagree? What is it that you disagree with on screen?
To be fair with you, are you sure raw milk is?
Raw milk? No. So it says Cetos, artificial sweeteners, and soy aren't bad. Raw milk is, insinuating raw milk is bad.
Oh, are you sure of that?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, tell me why and how and what.
Because they have foodborne pathogens in them, and you have a significantly higher rate of getting sick from them than you do pasteurized milk.
Do tell me. What kind of farms you go to be of exposure to such information points?
It doesn't matter about the farm. The very act of it being raw milk means it puts it at higher risk than pasteurized milk. And plus, there's no reason not to pasteurize it anyways, because you don't really lose anything by doing that.
Are you have conversed with farmers by chance?
I don't see how that's relevant to us.
In the sense that the farmers will tell you if it's bad or good, because there will be of consumption of suchness, because the island of which I am from, well, all of us are farmers. There is a 60,000 populace, and we are all farmers. And let's just say raw milk, well, creates great beings.
I don't really know what you just said, but there's an 840 times greater chance of getting sick from raw milk than there is pasteurized milk. There's just no reason to be drinking it in the year of 2026. We've kind of run past that.
You see how you have an articulation of a statistic, of which means you're relying on someone to be of research, and then you trust them.
Yeah.
But I'd say, why don't you trust the ones of who, fruition, and curate of which
That's
you
not
are
how
thinking?
things. That's not how things work. I don't use anecdotes to get my data to come
What
to a
do you mean by
conclusion.
that?
Why would I? No, because that's like talking to a smoker that smoked their entire life and that they don't have cancer, and me coming to the conclusion that smoking doesn't cause cancer. That'd be ridiculous.
But aren't you of the realization the quantity that you're saying, 800 something X, would be of effect to 60,000 populace?
No, there's an incredibly small chance of getting sick from pasteurized milk, and there's an 840 times greater chance than that. So if you look at the raw numbers, no, there's not a huge chance that you in of itself will get sick from it. But why take that chance when there's no benefits to it, when you can just simply pasteurize it, and it's a very simple and easy process?
The benefits are great not to do so, just to let you know, and you have to be of the realization that to be of fruition and curation and to be able to actually cultivate milk is
There's
a
no
beautiful
benefits.
craft.
There's no benefits to raw milk. Like what?
There are so many, in the
Like
sense
what?
that you are, yes indeed, you are retrieving of which means you don't need filtration, you don't need to go through steps. You have a cow and then you have your mouth and you drink.
That's not answering the question. How is it better? What are the benefits to it? You didn't answer it at all. You answered a different question.
You are depending on another company. You are depending on another node.
No, you can pasteurize it yourself. Tell me why it's better to drink raw milk than pasteurized milk.
I am wondrous how you know what was the answer of mine if I said 5 words, even though I was going to say 3 sentences. Please allow another to be of speaker for you to be of understanding.
Just show me the benefits of raw milk versus pasteurized.
Indeed, but be of the realization my answer will be 4 sentences, so allow me to speak of more than 10 words at least. Thank you very much indeed.
So be of the realization when you're of curation and fruition, the craftsmanship of milk, you are able to indulge in it without having a dependency. The dependency being, well, a product or a service from another person and being an institution and node.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cut you off. Since you're not answering the question. What are the benefits of raw milk versus pasteurized milk? Stop talking about relying on people. Give me the product itself. We're talking about the product itself. Raw milk, pasteurized milk. Show me the benefits. Stop talking about anything else. Benefits versus drawbacks. Go ahead.
You're quite of a curious being because, as I said, 4 sentences was about to be, but I said 2 sentences.
Okay. If you don't answer the question, I'm going to go ahead and kick you.
But the answer was already there, but you disturbed.
It wasn't. Your answer was you rely on people for pasteurized milk. That's not an answer.
Didn't I give you a bias before I answered you?
Matek, show me the benefits of raw milk versus pasteurized. What does it have that pasteurized doesn't have? What does it do to you that pasteurized milk won't? Go.
Mister, the answer is there. I am answering, but you're not listening.
I'll give you one more time. If you don't answer it, I'm going to go ahead and kick you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I will be of the proofness. Thank you. I will do 4 sentences, not 2, not 3 sentences, 4, okay?
Go ahead and answer.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. I do. Now, be of the realization that whenever you are reliant of another company...
Goodbye.
No.
Yes, that was a troll. A clear troll. Relax, you're not a scientist. And if you are, you should get any credential that you have stripped away from you. Like, far, far away from you. God damn it, we have 2 people up. Alright, Father, what's up?
Not much.
Hey, I just need to know your age. How old are you?
37.
Cool. And then Blue, how old are you?
27.
Sounds good. Okay. And do you guys believe... what do you guys want to speak on? We don't have to talk about raw milk. We can talk about any of the other things. What is it that you disagree with? And we can go from there.
Artificial sweeteners causing Parkinson's.
Oh, wow. Do you have evidence of that?
Yeah, it actually causes a lot of things. There's many different types of artificial sweeteners as well. Do you have certain specific ones that don't cause health problems?
I'm primarily just talking about aspartame and sucralose here. But I need a source to show that they cause Parkinson's.
I wasn't going to be here too long. I got to go.
That's fine.
I saw you talking to somebody. It looked like pulling teeth. And I'm just going to be the brave person and say pasteurized milk is better than raw milk. Hands down.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it.
I obviously agree with you. All right, if you want to hop on down, please, because I am obviously just looking for opposition.
Yep.
But I
Adios.
appreciate you coming up. Yeah. Take care, okay? Yeah, so the guy on top, you're going to have to provide evidence to show that it causes Parkinson's. I've actually never heard that before, because I do this live somewhat often, and I hear them say it causes cancer or this. I've never heard the Parkinson's one before. That's a new one. Not to mention, this is anecdotal, but my parents are psychiatrists and neurologists. I feel like they would have said this by now if that were true.
Yeah, I couldn't find it. But it does cause cardiovascular cancer.
Cardiovascular cancer?
Yeah, cardiovascular disease and cancer. Separate.
Okay, what's your evidence of that?
Digestive issues. There's tons of different things. Gut health.
Well, no, but can you show evidence of any of these? Just one of them. Just one of the things that you claim it causes. What evidence?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Okay. Cardiovascular, guys. Beef and broccoli. Processed beef and broccoli. While I have my Sprite in the freezer trying to get cold. Because I need my Sprite to be cold. Sprite's my favorite drink. Well, Coke, but Sprite is up there too. But I just bought Sprite at the store and it's warm. So I'm trying to make it cold quick. Alright, what's YouTube up to? You guys we're always having a fun time with YouTube here. Why not use Discord so internationals can debate? You can call in. Yeah, anybody else watching on YouTube, you can call in. There's a phone number there. No, David, it takes like a good 24 hours for it to explode. Trust me, I've made that mistake many, many times.
I'm going to grab you the headline in a second. It's the World Health Organization.
Okay. And what does it say specifically?
Pretty much it says that it recommends against artificial sweeteners. I can
you give me the article?
More, but it's going to take me a second. Yeah.
Well, let's look at this one. What's the article? It's an article or something? Can you give me the name of it? Hey, Blue, come on back. Don't go to another one. Just give me the name of the article so that way we can look this up together.
Yeah, so it just says World Health Organization, who advises not to use artificial sweeteners due to health concerns.
Advises not to use artificial sweeteners, and why, where, can you give me
in your food? I'm assuming. What are you talking about? Where?
Like where does it say this? Like you're just saying something. Where does it say this?
That's the headline I got.
But where? What is it? For wait, did you read the whole thing?
Dude, I tried fucking bringing you back. I tried going
back. The
World
Health Organization advises not to use it for weight control.
No, hold on.
You just didn't read the last couple words. But even then, I would still disagree a little bit. But still, it doesn't say not to use them in general. It just says the World Health Organization advises not to use non-sugar sweeteners for weight control and newly released guideline. And this was also from 3 years ago, so it's really not that new at this point. And I will let up the next guest. I typically like to do one at a time. But if you are in opposition, just hang tight. I will get to you, I promise. If you're enjoying live, guys, keep tapping the screen, follow us, and heart me, all that fun stuff. So diet is better than normal? Well, I mean, it depends. All else being equal, I would say so, yes. You coming up, man? I can't wait on you forever. For anybody that's just joining live, there's a guest who claims that artificial sweeteners cause something, and he's trying to get a source, and that's what we're waiting on. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get to the next guest. You can stay looking for what you're looking for, but I'm going to have to move on to the next guest, all right? Hi. Hi.
What's going on, Hey, what's going on, Dougie Fresh?
Hi. How old are you?
25.
All right. And what do you disagree with?
Let's see. Well, I was listening to RFK Jr. about, this mess that we're putting in our bodies, and I agree with him. It's all bad. It's all bad. With the antidepressants and yada, yada, yada. Like, I don't think we should be putting it in our... Yeah. That bullshit that they feed you. Oh, because of depression. Depressions. Well, I mean, this isn't really a conversation. For the background's really not a conversation. If you don't want to eat any of that shit, don't eat it. If you do, eat it. But I didn't want to come up. No, I mean, why do you need a pill? To make you feel different. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, sure. Because they're having a bad day and they can't get through the day. Sure, I hear it all the time. Oh, you're a piece of work. I see it all the time whenever they come into my job. They're no, I'm a nurse. I see it all the time. Um, no, I don't. I just think it's something. No, no, no. There's other ways you can go. There's other ways you can, sir. I mean, there's things that you can do, to better your mental health. Whether you take a walk, listen to music, yada yada yada. Why do you need a pill, to help you get through the day? No, it just tells me. it- well, some of these people are just looking for their next fix. 100%. I'm not giving you that. I don't have to. I'm not gonna give you that either. I don't have to. We're not talking about where I work. We're just talking
You
about
should have your license stripped from you if you are a nurse, for one. That the fact that you're
100%.
recommending, sorry, I'm YouTube, but that was muted for a minute. I apologize. The fact that you're saying that somebody has severe depression, where they have
Oh,
self-unaliving ideations, that they should just go for a walk. That's what you're
well, you're
recommending.
look. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I
Right.
can,
Fuck off. Thank you, Tammy, for the 20. 20 Tammy, that was perfect timing. If anybody should ever be kicked, it is that person. Guys, listen. If you're not a medical professional who prescribes these things, I'm not sure it's necessarily your place to be saying that, for one. But I think probably some of us can agree that there are times people get those prescribed and maybe they don't need them. Sure, I can certainly accept that. But to insinuate that if somebody has severe depression to just go for a walk, that's horrible, horrible advice. I don't generally recommend people doxing someone, but in this case, I do. I mean, I generally don't recommend it. I'm generally not pro doxing, but I think in this case it would do more good than harm. Because if this person, if this nurse is saying it to some patients, they're certainly causing harm. So yeah, that trippy. Yeah, exactly. That's insane to be saying that. I doubt she's a nurse too, but anyways, I really don't want to get too much into that topic because, listen, I'm not a medical professional. I don't have a medical professional on the panel, so I'd rather not dive into that. But I think that was a pretty easy thing to understand right there. Well, that too, Dan, yeah. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the live, though, hit the subscribe button if you're watching on the tube. If you're watching on TikTok, hit the follow button on the top left. Yeah, that's just, I don't know. I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. I hope that person was drunk. How is raw milk bad? Again, this is something that we have known for like over a century. Like, we as a society have known this for so long, and I don't understand how we got into the point where people are like now questioning it. Like, that's fine if you want to like genuinely question things and ask why this, why that, but I just don't understand how we got to the point where people now think raw milk is good when we just knew equivocally as a society that like it's not. So we've like really, really regressed, unfortunately. Guys, we are just looking for opposition, please. Only opposition. Yeah. Just opposition. Wait a minute, I don't look at the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Looking at the chat. I'm not sure what you're saying. You can't talk further, but all things need to come together. Medicine. I don't know what that means, Cricket. You're gonna have to rephrase that so it makes sense. You want us to come together? What? Try to make more sense, please. Guys, we're looking for opposition. Opposition, please, okay? Yeah, the tube, they're fine right now. They seem to be okay. Okay. Friendlies, stop requesting. Stop requesting. Please. I'm eating beef and broccoli right now. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20, cool. Nice to meet you. Do you disagree with anything on screen?
Yeah, I disagree with everything.
Okay. Do you want to start with the seed oils and we can go from there?
Yeah, I feel like the products that are pushed out by companies that use seed oils and artificial sweeteners and like all these soy-based products, it's mostly just because it's like cheap and it's easier to push out faster, right?
Well, artificial sweeteners aren't soy-based.
I never said that, no. I just said like putting soy-based products as well into the product.
Well, yeah, you're talking about capitalism. That's a side effect of capitalism, or really a feature of capitalism.
And you agree with capitalism, or?
No, but that's a different thing than this. I think that's a problem of capitalism, but I don't think the seed oils or artificial sweeteners are necessarily the problem in of itself. For example, fast food, right? Like if fast food, like your common fast food place cooked with beef tallow or butter instead of a seed oil, that fast food wouldn't be any healthier. In fact, the data shows it would be slightly unhealthier. But yes, it is cheaper to cook with seed oils, for sure. That's why they use them. It is cheaper to use some of these products. Yeah. Are you there? You're off screen, so I don't know if you're trying to leave it live or...
Oh, no. I was getting a call.
Okay.
But yeah,
No worries.
they cause like inflammation in children, and there's been a lot of children who's been hospitalized because sometimes their like digestive system just can't handle how much, seed oils is processing.
How does seed oils cause inflammation? What do you mean by that?
Because of how it's high in omega 3s, I think, or I don't know. I forgot which one it is.
You're trying to say omega 6, and why does things mean
6.
okay? And why do things high in omega 6 inherently cause inflammation?
Well, it's not that the omega 6 causes it; it's because of how much is in the product. That's why it causes inflammation. It's an excess.
Sure, somebody's getting a lot of omega 6s and not enough omega 3s. That can be a problem, but that's not an inherent seed oil issue.
Then what is it? Because a lot of cases in the like right now, I can like look up right now cases that have to do with seed oils and like how they're bad for kids and whatever, and it's gonna pop up that a lot more children have been hospitalized. I think it was about from 2021 or no 2022. There's like been a lot of case studies and public record like of hospitalizations from children.
But nobody's just intaking seed oils and only seed oils. Like there's variety in people's
of
diet.
course.
So I'm just confused as to how the seed oils specifically in the cases that you're mentioning. Can I pull up one of them? Which one are you naming? Like, is there a person that you're talking about specifically? I just want to be able
No,
to
it
look
was
up this
just
case.
yeah, like it popped up one time on my newsletter.
You can keep talking, by the way, even though I'm walking away. You can keep talking.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but how do you know? Did you like look into it? Did you look into the fact that it was seed oils, or like what else do they have in their diet though?
Yeah, I mean it's a normal regular kid's diet. It's not like, anything crazy, but it's also it's not just the seed oil, so that's what it's like they're putting it in excess in the product to stray away from getting more expensive ingredients that would need to be put in there. Like if you go right now to a fast food place, like how you said, right?
No.
Using beef tallow, you said that would be worse.
Absolutely, it would be. Yeah.
Do you think it would be like just as bad as seed oils?
No, I think if overnight all fast food, all restaurants cooked with butter or beef tallow instead of seed oil, in a year we would see worse health problems within the U.S. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mainly came in here for the raw milk one.
Okay. Do you think raw milk is good?
Yeah, I think raw milk is good for you.
Okay. Are you aware of like the illnesses people could get from raw milk, like salmonella?
Yeah, you could probably get salmonella. You can probably get you can get a lot of things from it. But at the same time, we're only getting those things because of how like what is when you like baby board a house. I'm trying to like give an analogy. You baby board a house, you put paddles and like soft stuff on the edges and everything. I feel like over time, that's what America has done. Like they've cut corners and they've made things like they've stripped down all the nutrients and taken away from the fact that like
what nutrients are stripped from raw milk? Why did you leave the live? Guys, I didn't kick her. I was eating my beef and broccoli. That's wild. Okay, that's good to know. If you disagree with the background, hit the request button. Try to have some evidence on hand, please. I would appreciate that. Let's have a good conversation. I'll match your energy. So if you come in being respectful and all that, I'll give you the same back. Okay. Well, Timmy, you're welcome to come on up. We can talk about that. I think it's weird when I talk to people who are very pro raw milk and insinuate that some nutrients are stripped when pasteurized, and they have this weird idea that people only drink raw milk and that there's nothing else in our diet, and that because there could be less of this vitamin or that vitamin or whatever in raw milk or in pasteurized milk, that somehow you're now going to be deficient, as if we don't eat a varied diet. Hey, Tad, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Hey, I just need to know your age before we move forward. How old are you?
47.
Sounds good, sir. Would you disagree with on screen?
So you're saying milk is bad?
Raw milk.
So I'm not too keen on this raw milk. When it's pasteurized and it's at the store, is that raw too or no?
No, that's pasteurized.
So why is that an issue?
Raw milk? No. I think pasteurized is fine. I think raw milk is a problem.
Who drinks raw milk?
Some people in the chat. There's people. I'm streaming on YouTube right now, and there are people in the chat of YouTube that are really pro raw milk, that are advocating for it.
Hey. Oh man.
You good?
You ever heard, like, when it comes to life, you gotta pick your battles? Why would you choose on raw milk?
I don't know why these people drink raw milk. I don't know. You gotta ask them.
No, because you have a prompt in the background. What I'm saying is,
why do I talk about the
LGB?
topic?
You're part about the LGB. Why
What's that have
wouldn't
to
you?
do with this?
Because it's really messed up right now. Why don't you focus on that?
I do lives on that all the time.
And you talk about Trump. I think that if people talk about Trump, he's the president.
You can do your own live stream, sir. If you have a problem with when and where and how I stream, do your own.
But if you don't like Trump, then
that has nothing to do with this topic.
To those people who don't like Trump,
Ted, that has nothing to do with this topic. Thanks, David. That's fine. Whatever. Nothing to do with this. I don't know why you keep talking about that. Was that Lucho? Somebody kept saying it was Lucho. Was it? I don't think it was. I think it was Lucho. He would have said something stupid right away, and I don't think it was him. He sounds under the influence of something. I don't know. All right, well, let's get to the next one. Guys, we are looking for opposition. If you disagree with the background, please come on up. If you guys are enjoying the live, click the red follow button on TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, and hello. Yes.
Hi, so for seed oils, I actually literally wrote an essay about this in college, and I got an A on it. And
I just need to know your age first.
Oh, yeah, I am 36.
Cool. And do you disagree with anything I have on screen?
Seed oils is the one that I primarily disagree with. Raw milk and no comment. Artificial sweeteners, soy. I agree with you on that. But seed oils
you disagree on seed oils, you're saying?
Yeah, I primarily disagree with you on seed oils.
Cool. What's up?
So seed oils, they are really high in omega-6, and your body needs a 4-to-1 ratio of omega-3 to omega-6. Now the body can convert the omega-3. Now see, here's the thing though. The seed oils, they do have omega-3 in them. That is an important thing to clarify. Now, the problem though is that the form of omega-3 in seed oils, it's a form called ALA, alpha-linoleic acid. Now, the body can convert alpha-linoleic acid to the better form. It's called DHA. I'm sure you've heard of that. That's the form in all the fish oil supplements and things like that. The only problem there is that the body's ability to convert alpha-linoleic acid to DHA is really inefficient, and it actually creates free radicals.
Okay. So slow down. Let's slow down. You're really talking fast. Okay. So can you show some sort of data that omega-6s in of itself are problematic? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm literally going over all wait.
I know you're making claims.
Free radicals.
I understand you're making claims. Hey, slow down.
These aren't claims. I have a degree.
They are
in
claims.
This. I have a 4-year degree.
By definition, slow down, please. Okay.
Okay.
By definition, they are claims. Whether they're correct or not depends on the evidence that you will provide next. So I'd like for you to be able to provide.
You're making claims that it's good.
I am a box. Slow down. You've made a positive claim here. I want you to please provide evidence.
Do you have a degree in this? I'm sorry, what's your degree in, buddy?
Are you going to show the evidence, or are you going to do an appeal to authority?
My evidence is that I have a 4-year degree in this topic. What's your degree in, bud?
Perfect. Then it should be very easy for you to provide evidence on these things.
Sure, yeah, go on PubMed.
Nope, that's you. You're the one making the claim.
Triggered much, buddy? Triggered much that you just
What's the title of the study? What's the title of the study?
Sure, yeah. Here, I'll literally pull out the essay that I wrote in it. Hang on, and I'll give you. I'll scan it to you, and I'll email it to you.
Nope, I want you right now.
It has my sources in it. It has all my sources.
Right now. Hey, slow down.
Yeah, no, I have it filed away in my closet, buddy.
Much damn Adderall you just snorted, but just slow the godfuck down.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Just slow
What
down.
did you just say? I think you need some education in fucking neurodivergence. That is not an okay thing to say.
Cool, great, perfect. Provide evidence.
Yeah, I just told you. I'm gonna get you the fucking essay I wrote. It has all the studies and everything.
Cite one study right now. Cite one study right now.
There was a meta-analysis in this very topic. I think it was done in 2010.
So what's the title
on
of
DHA
it?
and omega-3s.
What's the title of the meta-analysis? And please slow down. What the absolute fuck? And guys, I don't recommend that you use that medication in a way that's not prescribed, please don't do that. Definitely don't.
To provide medical advice, buddy.
Okay.
You are in no position to speak on anything.
Do you have the source?
Whatever your name is, MAGA, you loser.
Nope. Source. Provide the source. Stop getting triggered by other people. Provide the source. Okay. Just. I want the title of the meta-analysis. It shouldn't be that difficult. If you wrote an essay on it, it should be like right there. Okay. Well, they just got a violation. Guesses live content contains themes that some may find uncomfortable. Interesting. All right. Let's get to the next one. Guys, we're just like, Tad, why would you come back up, Tad? And I don't even think that's your real name, but it's going to be really difficult to speak to you, Tad. So people on, they got a violation. See, people on YouTube, you saw that. The good thing about streaming on the tube is that they can't claim I kicked the person because they can visibly see that the person got a violation. You guys can't see it on your screen on TikTok. That's the one good thing, I guess, about YouTube. Listen, I'm happy the person got a degree. That's cool and all, but that doesn't automatically make what you say correct, right? There's plenty of people with degrees that can say all sorts of things. However, your degree should make it more likely that you're going to be able to provide the evidence, which I guess to not do. All right, guys, we're looking for ops. I think this one is not. Oh, wait, maybe. Bring this one up. It isn't bad drinking pasteurized milk, but raw milk is still okay. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. I just need to know your age, please. How old are you?
I'm 38.
Cool. And do you disagree with something I have on screen?
No, I was just coming up because the last guest you had about seed oils and stuff. Seed oils and all that stuff is not bad as long as you do it in moderation.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case with most things. I think the issue, if somebody were to have a lot of seed oils, would be the fact that they're eating probably a lot of, they left, that's fine, is the fact that they're just eating a lot of processed and ultra-processed foods to begin with. So by default, they would have a lot of seed oils. But I think that would sort of be like a correlation causation fallacy there. All right, let's get to the next one over here. Why do friendlies? Wait, guys, we're only looking for opposition. Okay, we're only looking for opposition. Hey, Ash, how you doing? Because the cows have poor life conditions. Guys, regardless of the cow's health, regardless of the farm, the sanity of the farm, raw milk is still worse for you. It still causes a greater harm of getting all of these things that we constantly talk about. Regardless of the cow's health, regardless of the farm's sanitation, okay? I am sure those things make it less likely. I'm sure. But that doesn't take away from the fact that it still, in of itself, is more problematic than pasteurized milk. And again, with like no differences in its nutrient profile. And that's what I was talking about before the guest came up. People act like raw milk is the only thing that we have in our diet or that they have in their diet. And that, let's say you get like 20% less vitamin A. Let's just pretend you get 20% less vitamin A in pasteurized versus raw milk, okay? Are you telling me you can't get vitamin A in some other food? You're telling me it's that difficult to eat a very diet that you couldn't just make that up elsewhere? And you drink that much raw milk that you get in all of your vitamin A from it? Taboost, thank you. You're my agency. That's weird that you liked me, but thank you. Or that you sent in to harm me, but I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Dairy consuming populations in North Europe, among the tallest in the world. We drink raw milk. Yeah, so that, guys, this would be an example of a correlation causation fallacy, what Benny is doing right here. He's insinuating that Northern Europe has the tallest people. They drink raw milk. Therefore, raw milk causes people to be tall. That's, again, what we call a correlation causation fallacy. Number one, you have to, there's a few things. Being tall in of itself isn't necessarily a health benefit, for one. Right? It could be an aesthetic thing, sure, but it's not really a health benefit. Secondly, you're going to have to show that raw milk causes that, and that they're not taller for a wide variety of other reasons. Do I shop kosher? No. I mean, listen, most people's height is determined by their genetics. There's a small part that has to do with where you grew up, your diet, things like that, of course. But that's still a smaller percent of it. I think it's something like 80% or something is from genetics, something like that. And like 20% from environment. I think it's something like that. It's pretty skewed in the direction of genetics, so it could be off on the exact percentage. What put here? Yeah, I was right. 80-20. Can't believe I got that right. Yeah, 80% is roughly based on your genetics. 20% has to do with environmental factors. So yeah, if somebody's, I don't know if I want to say malnourished, but maybe just not quite getting enough of the nutrients they need, and maybe they're not getting enough sun, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, sure, maybe it'll affect it a little bit, but primarily it is still affected by your genetics. What is all I have to say? I don't know what you're talking about. You have to come on up for us to be able to have a debate. That's sort of how live streams work, so I'm not really sure what you're looking for here. All right, let's get to this guest over here. Yeah, no, that would play a role for sure. Hey, how you doing? Mickey, hello. Mickey, are we in your pocket?
Oh, sorry.
Did you mean to come up?
Nope.
Mickey? All right. Benny, are you the one that insinuated raw milk is the reason why people are tall? Were you that one, Benny?
Well, I did not mean to join. It wasn't misclick, but
Well, you're
my
up here
point is, if you look at history, we have, for example, the German tribes and the Romans. The Romans and their diet was very grain based, whereas and the Germans ate a lot more animal products, and they were historically much taller than the Romans. So clearly, diet over a long chain of generations does make you taller, and it's just a fact of science.
What's your it's not if it's a fact. Well, you can't say something's a fact and then say I believe. You have to prove. You have to prove.
Yeah, it's just a fact that we can observe today.
Well, I want you to show that raw milk is responsible for people being taller.
It's not the only thing. I mean, you could drink something else or eat something else that has the same benefit, I suppose.
But wouldn't raw milk are you insinuating causes the height difference? That's not in pasteurized milk.
I mean,
or anything else.
Why do you think raw milk is pasteurized today?
It's not. Wait. Oh, wait. Because it's safer.
Milk today is pasteurized.
Oh, because it's safer.
No, it's not about. It's because it lasts longer. That's why.
Well, that's certainly going to be part of it, but also the benefit is that you have less of a chance of getting sick. Yeah, it does last longer for sure.
So
it's a twofold.
Let's say that happens, but what also happens when you pasteurize milk? It also loses some of its benefits too.
Like what?
I believe it's some kind of healthy bacteria.
Like what? Which bacteria?
Well, I don't know the name of it, but it's just if you know
Then-
kefir, do you know kefir, the drink?
But then how
It
can you
has like
claim that?
healthy bacteria.
How can you claim that it loses a health benefit if you can't tell me what the bacteria is?
Well, that's what pasteurization does. I think it's.
But what's this bacteria that's in raw milk that's not pasteurized that you think is a health benefit? You want me to ask you again? Are you there? Hey, you're just gonna stop responding to me? Well, all right. Jesus Christ. I feel like that was a simple ask. I just wanted to know what that bacteria was. Because here's the thing, if it were so obvious and so apparent that this specific bacteria is so beneficial, I think like more people would know about this. It wouldn't be a secret. Like he's sort of trying to insinuate. Like it would be known. We would all know it. And so like anytime somebody tries to insinuate that there's any like secret thing or hidden thing in this one thing that they don't want you to know about, in the year 2026 we have information, we have like the internet and stuff like that where we can send information across the world. I promise people would know about these things. There would be data on these things. Like, those things would exist. Yeah, but Tim, that's still not a reason, though. Again, nobody's entire diet consists of raw milk. At least I would hope not. So even if there is like a little less vitamin C, vitamin C is really fucking easy to get, by the way. Very few people are deficient in vitamin C. You actually rarely see that. That's not a common deficiency. What's that? What happened?
All right. So now we know that living bacteria, like, do you think living bacteria altogether is bad for you?
I want you to just tell me what that bacteria is.
There could be 1,000
But
forms
name
of
one
living
of them.
bacteria in raw milk.
Name one of them.
What do you mean name one of them? Are you trying to tell me there's not one?
Name one, please, Benny. It shouldn't be that
What does
difficult.
it mean if we name one? What changes if I name
Benny,
one?
Benny, if there's thousands, it should be easy to name one so we can talk about that specific bacteria. Benny, the
Do
reason
you want
I'm
me to
asking,
look it up? Let's just call it the B12.
B12's not a
It doesn't
bacteria,
matter what's
sir.
it called.
Benny, B12 is a vitamin.
I know. Okay. All right. Okay. So you know there's living bacteria inside of it. Okay, we know that.
Benny,
but
what
you want
is
a
the
name for
Benny,
some one bacteria.
Benny, the reason why you're avoiding this is because you know
No.
once you name a specific one, I'm going to ask you to tell me how that thing causes people to be healthier, and you're not going to be able to answer that. That's why you're avoiding this answer.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay. That's fair. Okay, let me. I'll look it up. But yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay. B12, guys. Be very wary of that bacteria B12. It'll get you. You're okay, Mac. Okay, he left again. Interesting. It shouldn't be that difficult. It shouldn't be that fucking difficult. All right, Benny, come back up.
It is
Hey,
difficult.
look.
I'm on a phone, man. You're on your computer or something. All right.
Okay.
I got a name.
Okay.
Lactobacillus acidophilus.
And tell me what this bacteria does that you just learned about a half a second ago.
and lacto. Hold on.
Name the first one. The first one. This first one that
Lactocaspicalis rhamnosus.
So, the first one that you mentioned.
It is one of the most studied probiotic strains. My friend, probiotic. That's what it is. Probiotic. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Slow down, Benny. Slow down. The first one that you named, I want you to show me that. I want you to show me that A, it's not in pasteurized milk, and it is in raw milk to a significant enough degree, and B, that there's a benefit to it.
Wait, hold on. Can you repeat that one more time?
Yeah, I want you to show that this bacteria that you mentioned, that it's in raw milk, but not pasteurized milk, and it's in raw milk to enough degree to do something, right? That's not just minuscule amounts, and that B, more importantly, that it has some sort of health benefit.
Right. So, I mean, what if there's a current, it is a scientific debate ongoing, so it is something that's being studied. It isn't conclusive yet.
These things, wait, milk has been studied for like 100 years, man. You can't make the claim that it's not conclusive. I promise you it's been studied.
If I look something up right now,
it's there.
You're gonna maybe disagree with it, and there's no way for us to
show it.
Agree on it.
I think
all right. I'll look it up. 1 second.
Okay, just. All right, guys, keep tapping and sharing, please. And again, like milk has been studied for a long fucking time. I don't think we can say at this point that that has been studied enough. You can say that about like something that came out a year ago, sure, but like, I mean, milk. I don't know about that. I can't keep bringing you back up, man. I can't keep doing this game with you. It's becoming very apparent that you don't have this information. Well, it was very apparent a long time ago, but. Okay. I would probably run too, though, in that situation. Like, I wouldn't want to be up in that conversation. that would be really difficult. I would for sure run, like 100%. Yeah, like even if you go back to the 1950s and you just go run on the street in the city and talk to people, even they would say like, yeah, raw milk's bad, we shouldn't be drinking it. Like, you could literally go back to the 1950s and they would all be saying the same thing. Like, this isn't a new fucking phenomenon, new fucking realization. Well, if you guys can keep tapping and sharing, please, that would be great. If you do disagree with the prompt, that's fine. Come on up. We'll have a discussion about it or a debate, if you will. Just please provide evidence. That's it. And if you make a specific claim, like seed oils cause this thing or that thing, just be prepared for me to ask you to provide evidence for it. That's it. Benny, I can't keep bringing you back up. All right, Benny, how about this? I will bring you back up for the last time, but if you drop again, that's it. Okay. This is the last time you're coming up, Benny.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose, I swear. I don't know.
There's no way you're doing it by accident, though.
Yeah, I'm doing it on accident. I think it's when I switch back to TikTok, it kind of just automatically kicks me out.
That's weird because it's never happened to anybody else, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, so what did you find?
Okay, so let's just say my argument is when you pasteurize milk, this is going to be from AI, but okay. So beneficial bacteria is lost when you pasteurize milk. That's the trade-off, okay? There is bad bacteria and there's also good bacteria. So it's both, right?
Okay. What is the bacteria?
And you're saying it's better to lose some of those good bacteria so you avoid the bad bacteria, and it's better to eliminate that instead of getting the good ones, I suppose.
Benny, why are you? Don't you think it'd be better for you to learn about this before you come up on a live and just make these claims? Because you're literally trying to learn in real time while having a strong position. Like, why would you do that?
Next. Okay, whatever.
But Benny, that would be like me going into a live stream.
Okay, so it also, when you pasteurize milk, it inactivates the natural enzymes as well.
What natural enzymes?
Present in raw milk. It's just a fact.
And it does what?
And number Benny, 3, it
Benny,
reduces
Benny, I'm not going to have Benny.
Bioactive compounds.
Benny, stop. I'm not going to have you read AI to me. I want you to either fucking give me actual evidence or just get the fuck out of here. I don't want AI being read to me. It shouldn't be that difficult, man. You're on mute. Nobody can hear you. Unmute yourself.
Wait, such as immunoglobulins and lactoferrin.
Benny, if you continue to read from AI, I'm just going to drop you.
Number 4, causes small loss of
heat-sensitive
vitamins, mainly vitamin
blocked.
C and a few B vitamins.
You're going to be blocked. I will never see your stupid fucking face again. Okay. 3, 2, 1, call. I mean, that's all I ever hear from people about it. Good bacteria is heat it off, and then but they never dive more into it. I don't know if he thinks we were laughing with him or not, but we certainly weren't. I wasn't even laughing at him. I was just embarrassed, really. I was more embarrassed than anything. Okay. Does anybody else want to come on up? If you disagree with the background, there's a request button at the bottom. If you guys can keep tapping and sharing, please. I know the live is a little bit smaller, but if the tapping and sharing does help. If you can send in your heart me as well if you haven't done so already, that'd be great. I don't remember what he said his age was, but old enough to know better. That's what I said. Big Pharma makes money from raw milk because you all get sick. Thank you to have said that, Army. Guys, refresh my memory. The guy in the request box seems familiar. I know we spoke. I don't remember about what. His name's Matek, Matek. We spoke. I remember him being up, but what did we speak about? He was like one of the first guests. The number of sentences? That's not ringing a bell. I really don't remember what we spoke about. The annoying one. That really narrows it down. That I had to rely on other people. He was. If you're paid to kick, you can't come back up. You can come back up tomorrow. That's just a rule. If you're paid to kick, I gotta respect the person who paid to kick you. But there's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. Yeah, people from YouTube, you guys can call on in. The phone number is being posted there in the chat. Soy for estrogen. Oh, okay. Tell me you get your information from memes without telling me you get your information from memes. I don't get why people don't want to look into things. Like, I couldn't imagine seeing something saying that soy causes estrogen and just me just accepting it and not wanting to actually look into it. Like, wouldn't you want to have a desire to know something to determine if something's true or not? Mitak, I can't bring you up. You are paid to kick. Okay? If you continue to request, I'm just going to block you. And since you all act like fucking kids, I know you're just going to request again because you guys just do the opposite of what's said, like little fucking kids. So I fully expect for you to request again in like 20 seconds, in which case I will block you. So if you want to speak in the future, just don't request because I'm going to block you. You can come up tomorrow. That's the rules. Accept it. That's life. If you don't have your own milking cows, you should. Shut up. That's also weird to me. There are people that think because they own a farm, they know about the scientific health benefits or drawbacks of something that happens to be on their farm. Like, that's weird to me. Like, just because, like, I own a house or something, it doesn't mean I'm an expert on fucking the air conditioning within the house and I know every fucking intricacy of fucking air conditioners. Like, that's just weird. You owning a fucking farm has nothing to do with your knowledge on the effects, drawbacks, etc. of raw milk. I think last time I saw the stream, he was saying sugar is one of the biggest problems, which I agree. I think sugar can be, sure. I don't know if I'd say directly, but can be, sure. Nobody is stopping you from proving what's real to yourself. Okay. I don't know what that means, but okay. I feel like flat earthers and raw milk drinkers are the same people. I think there's a big overlap, yeah. I would venture to guess that all flat earthers are pro raw milk, but not all pro raw milkers are flat earthers. You'd be hard pressed to find a flat earther that thinks raw milk is bad. No, I'm not equipped to do a flat earth prompt. That's not my wheelhouse. I can't do that. I'm not. I just, that's not something I know enough about to be able to have a debate. I'm not a physicist. I'm not any sort of scientist at all. It's just not something I know about. I would. There are some flat earthers who do have a high IQ. I mean, who happen to have a high IQ, I'd rather say. And they can spit out a lot of stuff, and I'm sure they can win debates with somebody who doesn't really know enough to be able to prove the position, even though we obviously know the earth is round. It's really not about who's right in a debate. It's about who appears to be right and who presents a better argument. And that's just not my wheelhouse. Not my wheelhouse at all. There are absolutely some flat earthers who happen to have a high IQ. I think denying that would be a little silly. I'm not saying because they have a high IQ they know the earth is flat. I'm just saying there are some who happen to have a high IQ. There are people with high IQs that buy into conspiracy theories. I think we have to get out of this thinking that all people who believe in conspiracy theories are just dumb people. No, there are some very smart people who fall victim to conspiracy theories, unfortunately. Okay. I'm not doing a flat earth debate. You can do your own flat earth debate. That's not my topic. I don't want to do that. Whatever you present to a flat earther, I promise you they're going to have an argument against it, and it's not my wheelhouse, and I'm not going to have a debate. I wouldn't be able to have an answer to some of their responses. This is just not something I know enough about. I think insinuating that they're grifting is, I think you're living in a reality where you think that they all are just pretending to believe this. Like, they actually believe this. They're not grifting. They actually believe this, some of them. Now, there are some, for sure, that probably are grifting. I would agree. But many flat earthers deep down believe this. They're not pretending to believe it. They're not trying to grift. If you put them up to a lie detector or whatever the hell thing, they would pass it. They actually believe it. All right. I'm just going to mute you. You're getting annoying. was listening to a small flat earther's philosophy of knowledge was great. Physics, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of them are knowledgeable in certain things. There's one of them, Caleb something. Like you can tell he's like a very intelligent guy. He can spit out facts like left and right, and he sounds very intelligent with the way he articulates himself. I think he just fell into it somehow and really convinced himself of these views. I'm too far to bring you food. What are we looking at here? That natural is better? Natural what is better? We as humans were meant to drink our mother's milk, not cows. Well, that doesn't really explain why milk in general is bad for us. And guys, I'm making it clear, I'm not against regular milk, pasteurized milk. Yeah, Ian is, yeah, he's a good one to follow. He's very intelligent. But anyways, I'm not against pasteurized milk. I think pasteurized milk is fine. I think you can drink it and be perfectly healthy. I'm talking about raw milk specifically. Yeah, that's true. Normal. Sunscreen. Oh my gosh, yeah, there are people who believe that sunscreen causes cancer, and not just being out in the sun. There are those people now. Anyways, people on YouTube, you can call on in if you want on. Who's making the argument in the chat? I'm trying to see in the YouTube chat. Who's making the argument that natural is better? Is it this last blue unicorn person? I think you guys are doing a good enough job in responding to them, so... Wait, I don't think it's last blue unicorn. I'm sorry, not you. Whoever the hell is making that argument, you guys seem to be giving them good enough responses, so I'm not sure I need to respond to it, but... It's CJ, let me see. Oh, CJ. Natural is not always better. So, I'm trying to scroll up, sorry, I missed some of it. Yes, I can. Oh, they've been wrong many times in the past. Science always changes. He's doing that thing. When it comes to inflammation... CJ, what's your argument? I'm trying to read through your comments. I can't really gather what your argument is. No, you're good, Last Blue. My bad. I apologize. Raw milk without contaminants is how nature intended. But what does that mean, though, CJ? What do you mean how nature intended it? How does that mean it's good? For you, specifically. For humans. Yeah, Last Blue Unicorn. I got you. Is better as babies compared to CJ, you're not really like making an argument. You're sort of just going from phrase to phrase to phrase. And I'm not even sure what your overall argument is, CJ. Like, what are you trying to say? Are you trying to say raw milk is better than pasteurized milk? Sorry, people on TikTok, I'm responding to the YouTubers. You wouldn't drink it, but I think it's healthier than processed milk. Why? But process is a very vague term. I think that's the problem when we call things processed, because by definition, me cutting into a steak or whatever is processing it. That's a process, right? I know it sounds silly, but like that literally is a process. So when you say something's processed, what do you mean by that? And how does that automatically mean it's bad? All pasteurization is heating up the milk, in this case, to, depends, like 160 something degrees for 15, 20, 30 seconds sometimes, something like that. Yep, chewing is a process as well, exactly. Right? So that's why we have to be careful when we say processed foods are bad or whatever. Or like, sure, I would say in general, processed foods tend to be less healthier for us, but I don't think we can just say that as a widespread catch-all thing. Anyways, anybody else on TikTok want to come on up? Seems like there's some opposition in YouTube. Why does every carnivore / omnivore on Earth eat natural, but humans shouldn't? Well, that's all animals can do. Like, animals don't have the ability to, like, make a steak. Like, they don't have the ability to, like, go to the store and buy fruit. Like, that's why they eat natural. I mean, all right, Pacific. So, okay, so you guys are finally making a specific claim. Great. Pacific says pasteurization kills the good bacteria. Perfect. Name me that good bacteria. Tell me what the name of that bacteria is. Tell me the difference between raw and pasteurized. That there is a significant enough of it in raw milk, and there's so little of it in pasteurized. And tell me the health benefit that's missing. So you can't just say it kills the good bacteria and just stop as the argument. You're going to have to tell us what that good bacteria is. Thank you, Bad Photographer. I do have my days where I'm not so patient, so you did catch me on a good day, which I'm grateful for. But thank you for the subscription. Yep, I sometimes have my days where I'm not so, but I try my best. Pacific, please, there's the phone number being posted in the chat. If you see one of my mods, Super David, he's posting it. I would love for you to call on up. I batch energy, by the way, so if you come up being respectful and nice, all that good stuff, I'll give you that back. I'm not going to be a dick to you. I'm not going to yell at you, assuming you don't come in doing that. If you come in being a dick, I'm just going to treat you like one. So. But please do come on up. All you have to do is dial that number. That's my Google Voice number. So great to hear from you. Reduces vitamin C, vitamin. Why would I mute you for saying that? Why don't you come on up? We can talk about it and tell me why that makes it enough of a reason to have raw milk versus pasteurized, as if like humans are just begging for slightly more vitamin C, and if only we just had 2% more vitamin C, then humans would be perfectly healthy. Like come on up, we. Yeah, no, exactly. Pasteurized milk is absolutely identical in lactose content. There's been studies done on this. There's been randomized controlled trials done on this where they look at the lactose intolerance difference between pasteurized and raw milk, and there just isn't any difference. There just isn't. But you're sort of contradicting yourself there, CJ. Why, if it's so much better, why would you not drink it? That doesn't make sense to me. If you would think that you would drink it. But you're also not telling us why it's more beneficial. Yeah, so Mason, that's a really silly argument to make. And I don't know why you guys strawman my position like that. And you know that's not my position. Nowhere on screen do I say drinking a bottle of seed oil is good for you. That's not on screen. Okay? So you saying you drink seed oil and I'll drink olive oil and we'll see what happens. Like, that's not my argument. Like, you're going to try to debate me. At least, like, be good faith with your argument. My position isn't that one could drink a cup of seed oils and be okay. I'm talking about seed oils in the context in which we typically use them, which should be obvious. But you can come up, Mason. You sound familiar. You look familiar. I think we may have spoke before, but a lot of animals drink raw milk in nature. Humans too. Breast milk is technically raw as well. We're not talking about that type of raw milk, though. We're not talking about that kind of raw milk. We're obviously talking about raw milk from a cow. Like, again, obviously. I just don't know why some of you guys make these silly strawman arguments. Why would they make lactose-free evaporation change it to begin with? You don't need that. Well, that's a good point. Very good point. I do have a Discord, but I don't have it set up where people can call on in, though, so I apologize. I will try to work on that, though, for people that are, I guess, not within the U.S. I understand you wouldn't be able to call in. I didn't really think about that, to be honest, but I mean, like 90% of my viewers tend to be within the U.S., it seems, by the demographics that I see. So, but I will try to expand things anyways, because that would be good to have other people call on in. I'll see if I can work on that, though, okay? Look at my health indicators and look at yours. What health indicators are you talking about, and how does that prove that seed oils are bad? Like, again, that's not an argument. You could be the healthiest person in the world. I could be the least healthiest person in the world. That doesn't change whether seed oils are good for us or not. Like, a fact doesn't change depending on how a person looks, right? Like 2 + 2 is 4. Whether some person on the street says it who doesn't have a home or food or anything, or if Einstein said it, like 2 + 2 is still 4, right? So, cool. Let's say you're healthier. Perfect. How does that prove seed oils are bad for us? Like, and you guys always go back to that, anyways. You guys can't argue it. You can't provide the sources for anything because they don't exist. So you just go to, well, I'm healthier than you, therefore everything I say is correct. Like, all right, cool. Oh, Mason, finally, you're coming on up. I think we spoke before, Mason.
Yo, what's up, man?
Okay, all right. Tell us why seed oils are bad for us, and it doesn't matter how you look or I look. That has nothing to do with the conversation.
No, I don't want to talk about seed oils. I want to talk about raw milk.
Okay, all right.
Specifically.
Go ahead and defend raw milk.
I just like want to know your knowledge. You seem to know your stuff. Like, I respect that a lot.
I thought we spoke before. No,
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been drinking raw milk for 20 years, and I've never had an issue with it. Like, you know how people are like, it causes, these bacterial diseases or whatever. I've never had a problem drinking raw milk. It's honestly improved my gut health, if anything, because it's more nutrient dense than pasteurized dairy. It's not, through a consistent heating process that destroys literally every single nutrient in the milk, and it doesn't have to be
every single nutrient. Every single
not every single nutrient.
Okay, so let's not exaggerate and make things up, okay?
Yeah, not every single nutrient.
Okay.
But
so,
most.
Well, hold on,
most
I don't.
But
it doesn't matter how long you've been drinking it. If you have health issues or not, that doesn't take away from the fact that on average it is worse for us, right? That's like a cigarette smoker who's been smoking for 20 years says, "Well, I don't have cancer, therefore smoking doesn't cause cancer." That would be really silly for that person to say.
Fair enough. I mean, but is there a study that you can cite that it's caused illness or any type of
Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can pull up this study that they looked over a 5-year span of people who drank raw, or rather unpasteurized products. They looked at cheese and other stuff, but they also looked at milk. They looked at unpasteurized milk versus pasteurized milk, and they saw, out of all of the health issues that they had, that there was an 840 times greater chance that the people who drank raw milk would get Salmonella, E. coli, Listeria, etc. And there was like a 40-something times greater chance that they would be hospitalized.
Okay, well, how many people got? What was it? A controlled study? Like, I'm not really sure.
I can pull up the study. If you give me a second. Let me see if I can find it over here.
It's just weird when people say like raw milk is super bad, but I mean, me and a lot of people I know have been drinking it for so long, and you would think like one of us would get ill,
But that doesn't. No, that doesn't mean every single person who drinks it is just going to go ahead.
It's just weird. I know so many people that do, and I've never heard any issues with it. I just see all the benefits from it.
So you think there are no benefits from it? I don't know why you're making this up.
How?
What benefits are you talking about?
The nutrients, bro. The probiotics, the enzymes, the digestive enzymes.
Name one thing. Hold on. One thing.
Probiotics.
What probiotic is in raw milk that's not in pasteurized milk that provides some sort of health benefit?
Bacillus like lactoferrin.
Okay, and tell me the difference between raw milk and pasteurized milk. Specifically, I want you to show me that there's a
Pasteurized
difference
milk
between them.
is through an intensive heating process that destroys literally
You're
every
not
single.
answering the question. Tell me the difference. I want you to show me something that says raw
The
milk
difference
has more
is
of it
pasteurized
than
milk
that
is
pasteurized does.
terrible, and raw
You're
milk is
not.
great.
You're again not responding to me. I want you to show me that
Bro,
there's
Doug,
more of that in raw milk than pasteurized milk.
You get rage
Mason.
baited really easily, bro.
Mason, provide the evidence.
No, I want to see the study that we were going to pull up first.
Mason, provide the evidence.
I want to see the study that we're going to pull
We
up
can
first.
okay. I can pull that up. That's fine. I have talked about the study a million times when I've done this topic. Okay, that's fine. I just want you to show me that there's a difference between raw milk and pasteurized milk with the probiotic.
The difference? What do you mean? Like,
I don't know how else to ask that. I don't know how else to ask that.
Well, no, I'm saying pasteurized dairy is heated up. Like, I'm literally just telling you the difference.
So show me data where they looked at it and they showed more of it in raw milk versus pasteurized milk.
Dude, I don't need to show you the data. Like, when you heat
Yes,
something
you do.
up, it removes
Yes,
nutrients.
you do.
Like meat the same way.
Show
Meat's
it.
the same
So
way.
show it. So show it.
What do you mean show it, bro?
Show it. You're just making claims, Mason. I want you to show me data.
It's science.
Mason,
it's not a claim.
Mason. Clearly, surely this has been studied before, right? You would agree
by
this has
who?
been
What?
studied
By
before.
who? The CDC?
Mason, we're not doing fucking conspiracy theories, all right?
Oh yeah, the CDC studied it.
Mason. You would agree that somebody somewhere has looked at the nutrient difference, right? Right?
Yeah.
So show me that.
Someone from the CDC.
It doesn't have to be from the CDC. It can be from whoever person you love to suck off. Doesn't matter.
Well, Dr. Josh Axe did a study on it.
Perfect. Provide it.
It's here. Okay, I'll go get the image.
And I have my study pulled up here, so we'll talk about it together. I understand you're saying that heating things up, and guys, if you guys missed it, by the way, he's also somebody who eats raw meat. He threw that in there real quickly. So we can have a great discussion about raw meat apparently being better for us. I actually feel bad for these young men that fall victim to this, because he's probably in that 18 to 25-year-old group that fell victim to like the red pill stuff, and then like the paleo, all this stuff, right? All this natural, whatever.
No,
shit.
I'm not really red pilled. But I do eat raw meat. I don't eat really raw steak. I eat sushi and stuff. I don't really eat raw steak.
Okay. Show me the nutrient difference of raw versus pasteurized.
All right, I'm turning it on. I have to put it on my green screen thing. Is there any way you can see this or no?
I can blow it up.
Okay. Well, you can just see. Well, okay. So I'll kind of read.
This is just a chart.
Vitamins.
This is just a
No,
chart.
well, this was a study done by Josh Axe. I can't find the link.
So tell me the title of the study then.
There's a and I.
You gotta tell me the title of the study.
Hold
man.
on. I can't. You know why I'm not? You know why I can't say that I can't find the link? You're like, oh, it's conspiracy theory. Yeah, the study got taken down. Okay.
What? The study got taken down.
Oh, I wonder why the study got taken down. Doug, why do you think it got taken down?
Wait, Mason, you agree if something was on the internet at one point, it can still be found. So tell me the title of the study.
Well, that's literally all. That's all that's left of it.
Mason. If something is on the internet for 5 seconds,
raw milk versus pasteurized dairy. Dr. Axe, it got taken down.
How do you spell his name? How do you spell?
DRAXE.
Dr. Axe, raw
milk versus pasteurized milk.
Pasteurized milk. Okay. And what did he do to study this?
This was independent. This was done in Missouri. I'm pretty sure this was done at a farm in Missouri, in a lab.
Okay. And I can find the study somewhere, because again, if something was on the internet at one point, it always can be found. Like, something can't be erased from the internet. That's not how the internet works.
No, it definitely can, bro. Like 100%.
No, it can't because people can repost things.
Okay. Anyways, I literally told you the difference between.
Well, you didn't. You
pasteurized and raw milk.
showed me a chart, Mason. How do I know this chart is accurate or not?
Okay, well, you were supposed to tell me the study that we were going to talk about, but
okay, we can pivot back to that. That's fine. We can go back to that. All right, let me pull it back up again.
In chat, dude, raw milk tastes so good too. I don't know why you guys would want to go buy like A1.
Because people don't want to get salmonella and E. coli. Right?
Oh,
and we're not so fucking stupid that we think every natural thing is better for us.
Holy.
Yeah.
And guys, chat, go have a raw steak too. It'll be good for you.
God, I really feel bad for you that you bought into this stuff. I really and truly feel bad for you.
All right. I'll stop messing with you.
How did you get into this information? Like, where did you start exploring this stuff?
What do you mean? I'm very. I know what's good for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
How do you know?
No reason, dude. Let's get to the study.
Okay, so its outbreak related disease burden associated with the consumption of unpasteurized cow's milk and cheese in the United States, 2009 and 2014. So they looked at unpasteurized milk, which is only consumed by 3.2% of the population. However, though, it caused 96% of illnesses caused by contaminated dairy products. And unpasteurized dairy products thus cause 840 times more illnesses and 40 times more hospitalizations than pasteurized products. We can go through the rest of the data, but that's essentially the information that we would come to at the end of the day.
Like the fake individuals or what? All the fake people that got sick from raw dairy.
Sure.
Oh, also, like, okay, the artificial sweeteners thing. Like, I know no one's gonna come up here and talk to you. You're probably like just wanting to talk to people. Artificial sweeteners, like, I don't think are that. I think those are blown out of proportion. Like, I kind of agree on that.
Okay.
Like, I have some like artificial sweeteners. I don't think it's that bad, but it does cause gut disruption. But you're gonna be like, oh, where's your source for that too?
I mean, yeah, like you can't just say things and have it be true.
Well, dude,
you can't speak something into existence and just say,
the reason why you're here is because you know for a fact that
I'm right, and
you know for a fact that there can't be studies done on this stuff because it works. And I'll tell you what, how do you think these doctors and these big orgs like make their money, dude? It's not from us being fucking healthy, bro.
So because something works,
would you agree on that? Can we agree on that? People being unhealthy makes people money.
You think every doctor gets paid by the visit?
Not specifically the doctors. I'm saying like
okay,
just like big pharma.
So then you're telling me all of those doctors must be in on it as well.
I'm saying big pharma. I'm not saying
what you're insinuating is thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of doctors are all in this and lying. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying
I'm not
specifically.
advocating for big pharma. I'm against it because of capitalism, because of how they profit off of things.
It completely has to do with this. Then it completely directly.
I'm against the pharmaceutical industry because of how
then you should be against big dairy too. You should be against big dairy too.
I don't know why you have to throw big in front of everything. All right, yeah,
because that's what it is.
I don't like it that people profit off of somebody's health. Right? I think healthcare should be free. I think that should be given to us. Right? Yeah, but that doesn't mean that every single thing by the pharmaceutical industry is awful. Like I think we have to be more nuanced about this. Yeah, there are some things, sure, that I think that they profit from that wouldn't otherwise be there. But to think that everything within the pharmaceutical industry is problematic, I think would just be a blanket statement and wouldn't be true.
Okay, so why would big dairy not be problematic then?
What do you mean?
Like, why would heating milk and destroying it up to like a certain temperature not be problematic for someone's body? You're basically drinking liquid sheetrock.
But they can profit off of it. Hold on. If raw milk has a shorter shelf life, they can literally profit more off raw milk because people would have to buy it more often.
No, they would profit more off of raw milk. Yeah.
Right. So then, why aren't they?
Do we know why? We know why, Doug. Because it's healing, bro. It's healing. It literally can cure cancers, bro.
No. But the dairy industry doesn't give a fuck about that. They care about making money, right? So if they provided a product that people would have to buy more of, they would make more money.
Yeah, we have people, dude.
So why isn't the dairy industry doing that?
I can't explain what I want to say.
Why not?
Because I've been growing a lot on TikTok. I don't want to say anything that would get me perma striked.
Let me guess. Let me guess. It's the Jews.
No. Oh my gosh, dude.
It always goes back to the Jews with you guys.
Oh my gosh, bro. Anyways, yeah, I can't really say exactly what I want to say, but
sure you can. Use code language.
No, I can't.
Okay. So you just don't want to. Okay. All right. We'll go to the next guest then.
All right, bro.
All right. We'll go to the next guest. Nico, I don't know who you are. What do you want to say?
Hello?
Well, hey, what's going on?
All right, so I'll explain what Mason couldn't explain.
Hold on, how old are you? 19,
in the bio.
Okay, cool. What's up?
All right, so I'll explain what Mason couldn't explain.
Nice haircut, by the way.
Thank you. So, the reason why the dairy can't make more money, right, and they won't go to raw milk, is because the United States' largest, they make their most money off the pharmaceuticals. Am I right? They shut down
off the pharmaceuticals compared to what?
Compared to milk.
Those are two different things.
Yeah, but it's
why you're comparing apples and oranges?
I'm comparing two things to make money for the United States.
But
and
they're
one makes
different
more
things.
money than the other.
The dairy industry is different than the pharmaceutical industry. The dairy industry does not sell medication, and the pharmaceutical industry does not sell milk. What the fuck do they have to do with each other?
Doesn't mean the United States will lower one for the other.
What are you talking about?
If there's more people unhealthy with pasteurized milk, that means they get to sell more pharmaceuticals.
But what does that have to do with the dairy industry?
It has everything to do with the
How does the dairy industry profit off of that? They're not the pharmaceutical industry. They are different things.
Still run by the government, no?
The dairy industry is run by the government?
Some of it is.
Who are they profiting off of? Where's the profit happening?
They profit off people. Like the fuck? Off sick people. Are you talking about the dairy?
Wait, do you think the government sells dairy? Sells milk and ice cream and stuff?
No, those are some companies. Some are companies, but some are government.
Where is the government selling milk? I've never gone to the store and seen government brand milk. Never seen that.
Wait, give me a second. I'll go get stores. Wait, give me a second.
The person on YouTube, it's Frito Think. If anybody's trolling, it's got to be the guest. I don't know if you've listened to this conversation at all, but are we getting the red pillars in the box now? Seems like all of the red pillars are starting to request all the conspiracy theorists and the red pillars.
I'm no longer a looks maxer. I was.
Didn't really work out for you, did it? Guys, I only let up one at a time. If you beg to come up, that makes me want to let you up less.
Yeah, no, there was also another Dr. Axe thing.
But of course they're gonna take it down if it's right, you know?
Oh, so the information that you found is not on the internet anymore. Cool.
No, not anymore. They took it down.
How convenient. How convenient that the thing that would prove you right is wiped from the internet. That's very fucking convenient. Thank you.
Bro, it's literally...
Okay. I am going to ask that you stop eating on the live stream, please.
Me?
No, the guy behind you.
Oh, my bad. I'm locked in.
Okay. So are you going to show me that raw milk is better for us than pasteurized milk?
I can't, but it is better, bro.
if you don't think it's better, okay. Back in the day, bro, they used to drink that. No.
And back in the day, they had a lower lifespan. And back in the day, they had a worse quality of life. What the fuck are you talking about? You really want to go back to the day of how we lived in the 1900s? Go for it, man. Go for it. Enjoy that life. Have fun. We're looking for opposition, guys. Please. Opposition, anybody disagrees with the background prompt, come on up. Now we'll get to the other guys just hang tight. Hey, Kendall. How you doing? Hi, Kendall. How you doing? Kendall going once. Kendall going twice. Gone. All right, we'll get to the next guest over here. Hey, Owen, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I just need to know your age for TikTok terms of service, please.
I'm 18.
Cool. All right. What year were you born?
2007. I turned 19 next this year.
Sure. You're good. You're good. All right, what's up?
I don't think they're necessarily harmful. I don't
What's
think
that, seed
raw
oils
milk.
or
I don't think seed oils, artificial sweeteners, soy. I don't think they're necessarily bad for you.
Okay.
I don't think raw milk is terribly bad for you. I think pasteurized might be the better option. I get where they're coming from. Like, boiling the milk might potentially give like little nutrients, like micronutrients that you wouldn't get in pasteurized, which is probably very few. But my main concern about like let's say diet and foods that are promoted is the decade by decade testosterone decline, which I'm not saying I'm not saying like what's being pushed out in our grocery stores cause that, because there's multiple different factors that could affect that, but I think it does have a role.
Yeah, I think we can agree. Obviously, testosterone levels have gone down since over the decades. Sure. What do you think is causing that, though?
I think it's multiple factors. Like back in the day, most food was whole foods, home cooked by the woman of the house or the single dad or whatever the situation was. I'm not trying to be bad
So
here.
you're insinuating hold on. So you're insinuating that hold on. So you're insinuating a processed food somehow is lowering our testosterone levels. What about the processed food is doing that?
Not natural ingredients. They use foreign ingredients that has no purpose but preserving the food, which does have an effect on our endocrine system.
So name me
you can say the same.
Hold on. So name me an ingredient that's in pasteurized, that tends to be in pasteurized foods, that is leading people to have lower testosterone levels.
I would have to pull it up on my computer if that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to pull it up, I'm just wondering which specific ingredient you're talking about. No, again, we can agree. I can agree at least that testosterone levels have lowered. Go ahead and find it. Please, because it's important for the conversation. Okay, but I think we can probably mostly attribute it to people's lack of exercise since back then. Lack of movement. People don't exercise. People don't move around as much. People are a hell of a lot more obese. I think we could probably attribute a lot to those things, and I'm sure there are other things that play a role. I'm not going to deny that.
Kids being inside due to like the internet, video games. Kids aren't outside anymore.
Okay, so what? Okay, so tell me what in processed food. What ingredient is causing people to have lower testosterone levels?
There is a thing on sodium benzoate that
sodium benzoate
does have
I don't know what you just said. Hold on. Slow down. Sodium.
I can't really pronounce the words here, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, benzos are a type of medication.
I'm basically saying chemicals and preservatives in foods does have an effect.
But like name one of them. I know, but like name one of them though.
I mean, do you disagree with that? I just named it.
Well, I don't. You didn't really. He kind of fumbled with the word. It was sodium what?
I mean, what's your thoughts on that? What's your
I wish
well, how
chaos.
does that
I wish Coas,
how
whatever
does
your name
like
is.
certain
I wish. God damn
yeah
it! You keep over talking
my
every time I
fault.
speak. I wish benzos were in food. That'd be great. I would eat all the foods that have benzos in it. But unfortunately, it's not in food. Go ahead, man. Sorry. You guys were looking for opposition, right?
To lower your testosterone. I mean, eventually, I do see where most 18-year-olds and even teenagers are going to have to do testosterone replacement therapy, which
Okay. What's the name of the thing that you said?
it's not really a bad thing, but it's what society is pushing towards.
Owen, what's the name
Yeah,
of it
what's up?
again? What's the name of the ingredient that you said that's causing lower testosterone levels?
All right, bro. Let me pull up the case study again. Sodium benzoate is one of them.
Okay. And this is lowering testosterone levels?
There's studies that like PUBG studies that show it has an effect towards that.
It's benzoate, by the way, not benzos.
My fault.
Okay. Big difference. Okay, what study do you have to show that it lowers testosterone?
It's a PUBG one.
What's the name of the study?
Let me look.
I'm not aware of any human data showing this, by the way. You're probably going to point to some animal studies where they're given large doses of it, I would imagine. I think we have to be careful about extrapolating animal studies to humans. Sometimes they can be, but I think we have to be careful of doing that.
I think that depends on what exactly is being studied.
So, do you have a study where this is given to humans and we show lower testosterone levels?
I don't, unfortunately, no.
Okay. Let me, guys. Does anybody else who knows a little bit more about this want to come on up? I'm going to get to Owen. All right, take care. Or this one. There's two Owens.
Yeah. Okay.
What the fuck?
Basically.
No, you sound like you're 12. You sound like you're 12.
Wait, wait.
Wait, no. You sound like you're 12. Soy boy. Oh my god, I've never heard that before. What a new one. What an original phrase there. The funny thing about soy is I don't think I really ever have it. I really don't think I have it. If I do, it's probably rarely. I mean, when I eat sushi, I will have it, sure, just because I eat like that edamame and stuff like that. Maybe sometimes it could be in food I eat, but I think on my day-to-day diet, I think I probably have little to none, really. And you're not coming back up. You have to be above the age of 18. I just can't make an exception for you. Mr. Tyler, would you like to come on up? You sound like a fun person to talk to. It's in everything? Well, it's most literally not, because I'm eating something now that doesn't have it in it. So if it's in everything, it would have to be in this, what I'm eating, but it's not. There's no soy in here. We have pasteurized, ultra-filtered, non-fat milk with pasteurized milk. We have whey protein, corn fiber, chicory root fiber. And that's it. But even so, there's no evidence to show that soy lowers testosterone levels. I know you guys love to say that. No evidence of it, though. Owen White, I can't bring you up. You're not above the age of 18. If you ask one more time in the comments, I'm just going to block you. You can't come up. There's no exceptions. Soy is estrogenic. You're going to have to provide evidence to show that it lowers testosterone or raises estrogen. There's been too many randomized controlled trials done on humans. At this point, we just know it doesn't do that. And again, I'm not defending it because I have a bias towards it. I really don't have soy that much. But also at the same time, I would respect the data, right? Just because I have something or don't have something, that's not going to really influence whether data says it or not. Take your own advice. It makes me sick watching you shovel food. Well, don't watch it. You don't have to watch me eating yogurt. I don't know how yogurt makes somebody unhealthy. There's really good macros in this, actually. 3.5 grams of fat, 21 grams of carbs, 10 grams of fiber, which is fucking terrific, 20 grams of protein. That's pretty goddamn good for a fucking yogurt. Find me a yogurt that has better macros than that. Big soy is out to get us. All right. Alcoholism can lower testosterone. Don't look at food additives. Preservatives and food additives have mostly negligible effects on health. Look at the food, sugar, salt, fat, and refined grain. I would agree with that statement. Yeah, I would agree that those things have negligible effects. So I think that is mostly, yes, the larger things in food that people eat. What yogurt brands? It's Ratio. Ratio Pro Fiber. They're good. Gives me if I eat 2 of these a day, I'm getting 20 grams of fiber, which is pretty good. And then this also gives me an extra 40 grams of protein. It's good. Oh yeah, no. If you guys want to, if I would recommend you guys get this if you're struggling to get either fiber in your day or you're struggling to get protein. The reason why I get this one because Ratio actually has a yogurt that has 25 grams of protein per, which is great. But I'm willing to sacrifice 5 grams of protein for the extra 10 grams of fiber because the one that has 25 grams of protein has 0 grams of fiber. So I'm willing to shave off some protein for extra fiber. Since I can just easily get protein elsewhere, that's not a problem, but it's harder for me to get fiber personally. So. Sponsored by Ratio? I would love to be sponsored by Ratio. Howdy. Not all stores sell it though. Like I can get it at Walmart, but only certain Walmarts I find it at. The protein rate, the Ratio protein, you can find almost anywhere. That one I've never had a problem finding. The fiber one is tougher to find. Is there soy in the Ratio? There is not soy in it, so it's soy free for all those people. Yep. We're getting the anti-vegetable people in the crowd now. Just say you don't like vegetables, dude. Don't pretend vegetables are bad for you just because you don't like them. This is why I feel bad for people like you. That you get sucked into this entire world of things that just are not true at all, but you're surrounded by so many people that believe it that it's so hard to convince you out of it because your whole reality is surrounded by other people who think the same way. So to you, it's just obvious. Yeah, vegetables are bad because all these other people I surround myself say so. This one doctor who was a chiropractor 10 years ago told me so. But despite the overwhelming amount of data that we have known for decades and decades and decades and decades showing otherwise. Yes, you're that guy. I remember you, Mason. We spoke. You said fiber is addictive. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you know this or not. Are you seeing people shooting up fiber in the streets? Fiber is so addictive. I just got to shoot up the fiber. It's that addictive. I just got to have it. What the fuck is going on? Yeah. No, okay, I remember. Imagine saying fiber is addictive. I've literally never seen a human being withdrawing from not having fiber or just jonesing for more fiber. I just never seen that happen. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Katie, exactly. I don't like it that I have to I know fiber is good for me. Yeah, I know it. We just know it. The overwhelming amount of data that we have seen up to this point, we know it to be true. That's why I eat these yogurts. I don't really love the taste of it. It's actually pretty good, all things considered, but I wouldn't be eating this yogurt if I didn't have to have fiber. Yeah, like the U.S. population overall does not get enough fiber. I wish I was addicted to broccoli, right?
I'm
Hello?
back, Doug.
You're also still not 18. Oh, man. Like, here's the thing. It's not a secret anymore as to what makes humans healthy as far as diet and their environment goes. Like, I think some of you still think that there's secrets out there that they're hiding from us as to what makes us healthy. We have known for such a long time as to diet-wise what makes people healthy in general and what you should do activity-wise and things like that to optimize your health. Like, it's pretty basic stuff. There's no secrets. Like, get enough micronutrients, right? Get your vitamins and minerals. Get enough fiber, 12 to 14 grams per 1,000 calories. Try to get enough protein, at the very least, get a half your body weight in protein as a good starting point, okay? Don't be in an exit. Guys,
milk
please
has
do not
nutrients.
invite this person up. Please, whoever invited them up, please stop. Okay. Don't gain an excess amount of weight quickly. Do low intensity, steady state cardio a couple days a week. Build a sufficient amount of muscle. Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Get some sunlight. Boom. That's all you need. It's relatively basic. We've known this for a long time. And it's all right, David. You're good. Okay. I'm going to be blocking you since you keep requesting. So block. And we'll block the other one. All right. Good. Thank fucking God they're gone. Can't keep weight on yet. My dietitian tells me everything I eat is too high in sugar. Wait, you mean you're struggling to gain weight? Or you're struggling to lose weight? I'm just trying to understand what you're saying. Replacing pasta with broccoli. That would, yeah. I mean, there's small changes people can make with their diet that would help. As I always say, there's not I don't generally recommend for most people to make major changes right away. It's for your average person, it's just too much of a shock, too much of a change, and they're just not likely to stick with it. There's always, with most people who have a quote unquote healthy diet or maybe out of shape, whatever, you can ask them to do some small things, right? Like if they're drinking 4 cans of soda a day, tell them to reduce it down to 2 if you can. Obviously, in a perfect world, don't have any, but we're in this for the long haul. We're in this to be consistent, to make permanent changes long term. So I think just maybe telling that person, hey, instead of having 4 cans of Coke a day, have 2. Just like that, you cut out 280 calories. So like diet wise, like that's something that you can do. And for like 2 weeks, a week, have that person do that, right? And then after a week or 2, after it becomes a new norm for them, hey, cut it down to 1 can of soda. Things like that, what I'm saying, like have them do small changes, let them stick with it for a week or 2, make another small change, stick with it for a week or 2. And over time, you will get to what would be considered a very healthy diet, but you're slowly getting there because, again, we're in this for the long term. You're not in this to be healthy tomorrow because that's not going to happen. That's it. What about zero sugar? No, I think that's a change people can make as well. I would say yes. If somebody is drinking, say, like 4 cans of Coke a day or 4 cans of Dr. Pepper a day, yeah, you can either just switch to the diet version. That would be surely a net benefit. Or if that person just doesn't like the taste of it, which I don't like the taste of diet soda, so I wouldn't personally do that. But yeah, you can tell the person just reduce it. Or another thing, for example, you can tell the person if they drink like a couple cups of coffee a day and they put a lot of cream and sugar, hey, cut down on the cream and sugar, reduce it in half. Do that for a week. After that week, try to eliminate it altogether. Put something in that sweetens it without calories. Or if they're cooking and they're using a lot of oils or butter, cut that down a little bit. Always small changes you can make. People who go to Europe suddenly get healthier, feel better, and lose weight. It's not a secret. You're repeating the stupid shit that Gary Brecka says. I don't know why you guys like just repeat things without thinking into it. I know exactly who you got that from. It was from Gary Brecka. They don't suddenly get healthier. Newsflash, guys, when you go to Europe, you walk around a lot. I don't know if you guys know this. You tend to eat healthier foods. You tend to not be snacking on things. You're not laying around all day. You're walking a shitload. Newsflash, that makes you feel better. There's no secret here. Okay, well, Donald, it doesn't matter. You're repeating something that you heard. That wasn't an original thing that you said, even though you're about to claim that in your next comment, that was an original thought. I know who you got that from. It was from Gary Brecka. You may not know the person's name, but you saw the video. I don't want to look up Kayla. That has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I want you to respond to what I just said. It's obvious why people get healthier when they go to Europe. They walk around a lot more. Again, newsflash, doing that causes people to feel better. Like, you're insinuating there's something secret in our food that's causing us to be unhealthy that in Europe they don't have, that magically makes them healthier. That's what you're insinuating. So if you're going to insinuate that, I'd like for you to tell me specifically what is in our food. And I already know what you're going to say because you can repeat that same video, the thing that was in that video. Tell me specifically what's in our food in the US that's not in Europe that causes them to magically be healthier. And try to tell me how that has to do with why they're healthier. And it has nothing to do with the fact that they have a significantly better healthcare system. All right. All of a sudden, we got a bunch of people in the request box. I suspect these are just going to be the same people. I'm just going to go ahead and block you real quickly.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and block you. Do you understand consent? When no
What?
means no. No means no. When somebody says no, the answer is
What
no.
are you talking
Get the fuck
about?
out of here. What about McDonald's French fries? Okay, so Donald, if it's true, what in McDonald's French fries do we have? I know you're going to name the ingredients because ingredients are scary, Donald. Ooh, ingredients. Tell me what's in the ingredients. I don't give a shit, Donald. Be specific. Tell me specifically what's in the ingredients of McDonald's that causes people to be unhealthier in the US versus Europe. And also, I don't know if you knew this or not, Donald. Eating McDonald's in general is probably not the best idea. Like, eating it often is probably not the best idea if you want to be healthy. So, like, yeah, when people eat McDonald's, they probably won't feel so good. Which, again, isn't really groundbreaking news. The reason people are fat is because of personal choices. I think you're denying a whole slew of people where there's a lot of outside factors that influence that. I think you're completely minimizing the problem there. Yeah, sure, there are choices that play into people's people getting obese, but to deny that there's plenty of outside factors that play a role into that would just be silly. Donald, everything is a chemical. What you're typing on is a chemical. The fingers that you are using to type have chemicals in it, okay? The water that you may be drinking right now is a chemical, okay? So what chemical, quote unquote, is in McDonald's in the US that is not in Europe? And the reason why you're not going to answer me specifically is because you don't have the answer. You keep just using this fear-mongering thing that people like you like to repeat. Like, oh, there's so many chemicals here and there's not chemicals there. That's why they're healthier. Cool. Which chemicals? Be specific. Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you look at the chemicals in the banana, for sure. All right. All of these people in the request box, I can already tell that you're... what's going on here?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, how old are you?
28.
What year were you born?
97.
All right, what's up?
Yeah, so a couple things. You can eat seed oils, man, all day long. You're gonna be healthy, bro. You're good.
Who's saying to eat seed oils all day long?
I'm going to show you something. Take a look at this. Okay? You see this right here? See this frame, dude?
I don't want you to turn. Please don't turn your camera on.
bro.
Please do not turn your camera on. I will kick you if you turn your camera on.
What?
We will have a conversation. I do not want you turning your camera on. It's a rule of mine. Do not turn your camera on.
All right, fine. I was going to say, what do you think? I was going to say, what do you think my BMI is?
I don't know, dude. I would have to know your height and weight.
I was 6 foot. You got a brief glimpse of me. 6 foot.
Okay, and then what's your weight?
290.
Okay, so your BMI is probably high. Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm Jack, bro.
Cool. What's your point, dude?
All I do is eat seed oils, man.
Okay. Do you want to have an actual debate or what?
I was just going to basically say that I'm like a 36 BMI, but I'm actually 6'1", and I don't even eat healthy at all. I can eat seed oils all day long. I feel healthy, bro. Raw milk, I don't do that. No.
What are you trying to say? Provide an argument. Are you saying seed oils are good or bad? Are you saying seed oils are bad? If so, why?
Oh, I'm saying they're good.
Okay. Well, I'm cool. So, do you disagree with anything I have on screen?
Oh, you agree with that, bro? I said seed oils are
okay. Your trolling is really shitty. Your trolling is really shitty.
No, I'm being dead serious. I actually thought it said something different.
Okay, so get to your point. Because to stop your trolling, otherwise I'm just going to drop you.
I'm not trolling. Okay, fine. So
okay, dude, this isn't my first day on the internet. I know what you're doing. This isn't my first day on the internet. So go ahead and be serious, otherwise I'm just going to drop you.
Okay. Raw milk is not bad for you.
Okay, provide the argument as to why.
Yeah, raw milk has been used for a long time, and for people, it doesn't have any negative side effects except for like maybe digestive problems, depending on who the person is.
Okay, so you're saying because it's been used for a long time, therefore it's not bad?
It's been used for a long time. Let's be clear. Are you talking about unpasteurized milk, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I mean, the thing is going to be is that it's. I mean, here's the argument: less processed things are more natural, and it's better for you.
Well, not inherently. No.
Right,
I'm processing this yogurt right now. Why is this worse for me now since I'm processing it? This is a process right here, what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah. I'm saying
so why is it unhealthier now?
Wait, sorry. Why is it not healthier now?
Yeah, you said processed things are less healthy and natural things are more healthy. I'm processing my yogurt right now. Why is it now more unhealthy?
I mean, that's a mechanical process. I'm talking about like processed in regards to like different like things added into shelf life stability.
Okay, so like what? What specifically?
Well, I don't have things at the top of my head, but things that they add into a lot of some of the most common things they're adding in are typically going to be things for shelf life stability. I don't know. I mean, I'll have to like look into it with the one with some of them are. But I know like maybe like what's the one? I don't know. There's a certain name for what I'm thinking. I can't think of it, but they're basically used to control bacteria and things like that. So it's like, are you denying there's shelf life like stable like things put into these products we're eating out of the fridge?
What products? What products? Though? Yeah, no, sure, yeah, but I'm disagreeing on the fact that some of these things are just that you're insinuating some of these things are very, very harmful for us. I'm just asking you to name something specific.
Okay, I don't have. Let me just a minute. I mean, I can find the most. Well, there's a few different ones, but let me see here. Let's see here. Let's see. The ones that are, I guess, most high risk would be, let's say, nitrosamines. So I could be butchering that. Nitrosamines, or because some of them are carcinogenic when heavily heated. It's linked to increased cancer risk and high processed meat diets. Sulfates. I guess we can.
No, I agree. There are things in processed meat that can be harmful. That I would agree with. All I'm trying to say is that not everything, because it's processed, automatically means it's unhealthy or less healthy.
Okay, yeah, fine. Fine. Like, for example, like
it depends on what we're talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, some things aren't, but like raw milk, is your argument that because of the bacteria? Because isn't raw milk just not heated up?
Correct. So yeah, that's why I would say it's worse for you than pasteurized. Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying the risk from some of the bacteria is what makes it worse.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, like salmonella, stuff like that, E. coli, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't there? Yeah, those are risks, but I don't think that's you don't get it very often. That's like people that eat raw eggs. Like many people that eat raw eggs don't get the salmonella either. You know.
Yeah, but the chances are significantly higher with no benefit to it.
Well, I'm trying to think. Is it just heating that is what's in the processed milk,
That's
or do
all.
they put any?
That's all pasteurization is. That's all it is. You're just heating it up. That's it.
Real? Okay, yeah, I have to look into that. I didn't know if it was just that's the only process they do. They heat it up and then they put it into the thing.
You're talking about with some things where they add hormones and things like that. That's a different topic, different story. We're just talking about raw milk versus pasteurized milk.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Well, now that we're on there, okay, yeah. So for sure, raw milk, I guess, would be worse than regular milk. I mean, if it's killing the bacteria, and if the actual pasteurized milk, you're basically having an almost zero chance of getting a bacteria, like E. coli. With raw milk, if you have like let's say a 1% chance, I guess okay, fine, it's bad for you.
Yeah,
like,
it's a much higher chance. Yeah, like there's still technically a chance with pasteurized, but yeah, it is significantly lower than
all right. What about? But do you think that artificial sweeteners? I didn't read that one. I think that seed oils are fun. It's soy, but artificial sweeteners. Which ones don't you like about that? Like
No, I think artificial sweeteners are fine.
You do think they're fine?
Yeah, I think they're fine. I think seed oils are fine. I think artificial sweeteners are fine. I think soy is fine.
Okay. So you're okay with like Diet Coke?
I think it's I think it's significantly better than the sugar-containing alternative. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Actually, all right, fair enough. Well, that's all I had for today, man.
Okay. Take care.
All right. Thanks for having me up, man.
Yeah. What's going on in the YouTube chat? There's somebody named Blade saying something. What's going on there? I haven't looked at the YouTube chat in a minute. Well, Donald, you're going to have to provide proof that aspartame is cancer-causing, okay? Again, I understand you watched a YouTube video that told you so, but I would like for you to provide the evidence of such. There's no evidence to show that it's cancer-causing whatsoever. You can't prove a negative, Donald. That's not how things work. And unfortunately, it's really hard to debate somebody with such a low IQ because they just can't grasp certain things. Like, you think that I have to prove a negative? And I don't even think you know what I don't even think you know what that means, proving a negative. Like, those words probably don't make sense to you. You cannot prove a negative. You can't prove something doesn't happen. You cannot prove something doesn't exist. You can prove things do happen. So the burden of proof is on you to show that it causes cancer. The reason why you can't prove a negative is because if I show you a study where it says it doesn't cause cancer, you'll say, well, there could be another study that says, and we can go on ad infinitum, right? That's why you can't prove a negative. So it's on you to provide the evidence. Great. If you have 2 degrees, you should know that somebody doesn't prove a negative. So I'm going to ask you again, provide proof to show that aspartame causes cancer. Oh, yeah, David, I saw that comment. Yeah. Fatness is caused by weak minds. Donald, stop running away from the point. Provide the evidence. You guys do this every single time. I had a guest who did this exact same fucking script that you did. I cornered them into a point where they had to answer a question. They refused to answer the question. And then they said, well, what degrees do you have? That doesn't answer the question. Donald, provide evidence to show that aspartame causes cancer. If it's so obvious, you should be able to do it like that. It should be very easy for you to do that. And we're not going to pivot from it, Donald. I will continuously ask you until you provide the evidence. The reason why the degrees in this scenario aren't going to matter is because I can show you somebody who has more degrees than you who would agree with me. Okay? And then you would probably show somebody who has more degrees than that person. That's not how we prove things, buddy. So, Donald, I am going to go ahead and ask you to provide evidence. One piece of evidence to show that aspartame causes cancer. It doesn't matter if I didn't make it past kindergarten or if I have 5 PhDs. That doesn't prove or disprove whether aspartame causes cancer. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you again. Provide evidence to show aspartame causes cancer. How about I'll say I didn't even make it past kindergarten, okay? How does that prove you're right? I didn't make it past kindergarten, Donald, okay? Now, let's move on. Show me that aspartame causes cancer. And Donald, I'm just going to have you call in. I'm not going to go ahead and debate you through the comments. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put you in a 5-minute timeout. I expect for you to grow the fuck up and dial the number to call on in and provide evidence, okay? You are now muted for the next 5 minutes. You can bypass that mute by simply calling on in, okay? You're going to be too scared to do it. I don't expect a phone call from you. Aaron, we've already went over this. You guys don't care about qualifications because when somebody who's a nutritionist, somebody who has a PhD in this field says these things, you just say they're paid off. You just said that they're brainwashed or they're indoctrinated. Okay? So you don't care about qualifications. I am Yogurt Max. I'm pretty hard. Okay, Aaron. So if there's something that you disagree with, why don't you just provide evidence for it? Why don't you come on up? I'm going to go ahead and invite you on up, Aaron. Okay. If there's something that you disagree with, fine, let's talk about it. That's cool that you have qualifications. It should be incredibly easy for you to debate me and win. It should be so easy for you to do that. Yeah, that's a good point. RFK talks on this shit all the time. He has no goddamn qualifications related to health or science at all. But yeah, you guys take what he says as gospel. Well, Robin, are you trying to say that it's impossible to prove something causes cancer? Or you don't have time? Yep. The age-old excuse. I'm going to go ahead and waste 10 minutes in the comments fucking trying to debate with somebody. But oh, when you request for me to come up, I don't have time anymore. How cute. Dude wastes 30 minutes fucking in the comment section, but can't spend 5 minutes to come up to prove his point. Weak. Weak AF. Weak. Weak. Oh, I got you, Robin. You're good. I didn't know you were trying to say what's up. All right. Anybody else want to come up? If not, I actually got to be up somewhat early tomorrow to work out somebody. And I'm almost certainly going to go back to bed afterwards. Yeah, like it's. I hear it all the time. I will probably go to bed soon. He's in better shape than you are. I can tell that this kid's probably like a 19-year-old who said this on YouTube. I don't give a shit. I know at 19 years old, all you care about is if somebody's better looking or in better shape. Your whole world revolves around that. You think everybody's entire fucking existence depends on how in shape they are. I get it. I was 19 once. Okay? Cool. Let's say he's in better shape. What the fuck does that have to do with the topic? I think most of you guys are just secretly attracted to RFK, but you don't know how to express it. You're like way too caught up in your own insecurities through your sexuality. You have no idea how to express it. So you just kind of like weird it in this odd way that you do. Also, you're gonna have to define what better shape means. Like there are certain measures to somebody's health, right? We have to look at your blood work. Right? Just because somebody has more muscle than another person doesn't inherently mean they're healthier. What's your blood work look like? You have high blood pressure. Like what's going on? Like there are many factors one could look at to determine their health. Cat maybe. And so I'll fully admit, for his age, like, yeah, he's in shape. Cool. Yeah, he's definitely in shape. He lifts weights. He's got some muscle. Okay. What does that mean, though? Like, how does that determine whether Cetos or artificial sweeteners are so or bad, or whether anything he says is true or not? Like, it means nothing. All it means is that he lifts weights. That's it. That's all it means. Cool. If you want advice on how to build a little bit of muscle, talk to him. That's fine. But I would stop at that point and stop trying to get advice from him from anything health related. Because him lifting weights doesn't mean he's an expert on fucking vaccines. No, he's for sure on TRT. I mean, given his age, he has to be on TRT. And I'm not using that as like a shot at him or anything. But just an observation, he's definitely on TRT. That is also true, Robin. All the other members of his family are definitely better looking than him. I acted like that when I was 19, all about my looks, but they're actually gay now. Cat. All right. Anybody else want to call in from YouTube, or anybody else want to request from TikTok? All right. I will wrap this up. I appreciate everybody watching. I know I went live multiple times today, so if you enjoyed the live, click the follow button on the top left of TikTok. If you're watching on the tube, make sure you subscribe to me. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link is in my bio. I do announce there ahead of time when I go live. Or if you're on TikTok, I announce on the bulletin board as well. You can join that by clicking the profile picture on the top left. Hope everybody has a good night. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two, or at least got some sort of entertainment out of it. But yeah, hope you guys have a good night. Stay safe. And I will see you all very, very soon, okay?